Yeah. Hey, Connie.
Hey. Glad to be back.
Yeah, exactly. So today is a little bit different. We're going to actually plow through and just try and get things done with this free code camp. So essentially, we're going to be going as far and as much as we can. So if we get past a few certain topics, then it'll be great. But we'll try and schedule it accordingly anyway. So might kick off another stream after this if we finish one section or something like that. But we'll see. Let's just see how things progress over here. So I'm just going to present and share my screen. Share screen. Right, so over here we have we're going to be focusing on a tribute page. So let's just get started with that. So we have it's another TDD. So your here are the user stories. User stories are stories basically created in a form of a requester. So like somebody might want a tribute page to have a main element with a corresponding of ID of main, which contains all other elements. So we're going to just focus up on these and go through it line by line, because could go through reading it, but it's not actually going to help. Yeah. We'll forget about the first one before we get to the knife. So let's just get started and just read this. So in terms of your tribute page, you should have a main element with a corresponding ID of main. So first of all, let's get that main element then. With a corresponding of ID of main. So when they say ID, it should be ID or name. I forget.
A main element. So the main element is the actual element, like div. Yep. And then ID equals main. Yep.
Yeah. And then we will close that off. So that should cover that. You should see an element with an ID of title, which contains a string of text that describes the subject of a tribute page.
So if you look at your closing tag.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yep, no worries.
That's just me not paying attention. Right.
There you go.
Main, perfect. So you should see an element with an ID of title, which contains a string described. So if we again, they don't specify where the title should be. The title should be in main, right? No, it should be. Title should be at the top. So let's just see title over here. We also need to add the HTML block. They haven't actually asked us to, but I'm guessing we need to add that, right?
Yes, because I don't see where they're telling you to. So you want to put your.
Yeah, I think that they kind of expect you to basically put that in as a. So if we do. I forget this. HTML. Let's see. We need to add something else in here. What is it that we usually need?
Yeah, at the very top, the first line is the doc type.
Ah, yes, doc type. Yeah. Well, on the HTML, yeah.
That goes at the top, and it's just a single tag, and it doesn't need a closing. It's exclamation point at the beginning.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah?
Yeah, yep.
Does that look right? It doesn't look right.
I think it is. Let me check.
Let me check HTML. Let's see. Let's just have a look at HTML. I just want a basic example. Doc type HTML and then H. Like this.
You could just like copy that and bring it over, but I mean.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well,
but you already have a lot of that. You already have your body.
Yeah, I just need to add HTML over here. I've got
and
the
everything
HTML.
goes. All your main and stuff like that will go in the body tag. So
yeah.
Good about.
Right. So and I will just do HTML and HTML like that. Yeah. Okay. So title is fine. Oh, we need a body tag. You say a body tag, yeah?
Yeah. Anything that you see on the page or gets rendered goes in the body tag. There's a head tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a head tag that usually the title goes in. That goes in the head tag.
I know we haven't have this here, but we'll check it out by the TDD. So they probably would like tell you, oh, you haven't added this or you haven't added that. So.
Yeah, there you go.
And
that's your basic HTML document there. Those three main tags, four main tags.
Cool. It's great to actually start bringing things together, as you learn different elements, but then you go through and you bring things together.
Yeah.
So you should see a figure or a div element. Have we actually used figure before?
We have.
We have. Okay. Trying to remember it.
Where was that one? Which project? It has to do with I think you have a figure and then you have a caption.
Oh, okay. Let's go with div because that's the one I kind of remember.
Okay.
A bit more.
Yeah.
With an ID. Within image div element, you should see an image element with a corresponding ID equals image. So let's see, where is it? Within the image of div, you should see an element with a corresponding ID equals image caption.
So you find your element that has the ID of image div, and put within that, put an element which probably could be another div, and give that an ID. So go inside that div. And remember, what you're seeing right now is confusing to you because it doesn't pop out at your eye because it's all on the left side. So if you were to organize this just a little bit, it might be a little bit more clear as to where things could go or should go and how it's organized. And that's why it's the only reason why we put white space or in any kind of programming is for readability for the people, not for the compilers and so forth.
Yeah, compilers usually don't care about like spacing and sends it out. So just do it this way.
So you want to move your closing div back over to the left.
I got body, I got main, I got div. Yeah,
so you move your closing div, the one under, back over to the left just a little bit because that would line up with the opening div. There you go. Nope. Okay, yeah. There, like that. And then move your main, your closing main, to line up with your opening main. There you go. And now, Okay, so actually, body could go over one more if you want to be picky. But if you're good with this, then we can go forward.
Yeah, because that's how I basically organize it. So it'll be like this. I just didn't organize it all. So I just need to do that and that.
There you go. Yep, and that goes over one more. Yeah. Now, okay, good. Now we're on number 5.
I think so. Yeah, we're on number 5. So they say within the image div element, which we are, so we are within the image div element, you should see an image.
Another element, so you could do a div, another div, where you have that opening brace, that opening angle. Yeah, make that a div.
Yeah.
And you can give that the ID, corresponding ID equals, image caption there. Yeah.
Did we do this actually? I don't think we have.
Did we miss it?
Yeah, I think we did. Because they say within the hashtag image div element.
Oh, we did. Yeah.
So basically, so it's kind of like two tasks in one go, isn't it? That's kind of spooky.
Yeah.
Because they say within the image div element, well, we haven't actually created an image div element, so that means we need to create the first of all image div element, and then within that, we need to also create. You should see an image element with. So we need to now create an image element.
Yeah. Okay. So when it says within the hashtag image div element, that means your div with the ID image div, which you already have. Yep. And then that's correct. What you're doing is correct.
So, and then we need to do ID equals image quotes. I forget, is image self-closing?
It's self-closing. Yep, you could.
Okay, so and what is it? You usually add a slash here, right?
Correct.
So, yeah. Cool. So within the image element, you should see an image element which we have created with ID image. Perfect. So within the image div element, you should see an element with a corresponding ID image caption that describes that. You should see an element of a corresponding image caption.
So what you're doing here is you're saying you want an image and then you want to put a caption under it, basically.
Right. So what tag would that be? Is it
and
caption?
you can do another div. And it would be at the same level as your image.
Yeah, because that's what they need.
Yeah.
And then now the ID. Yeah, because they don't tell you exactly what element it should be, right?
Right. So when they don't do that, then you can just usually use a div.
Yeah. Contains section described an image shown an image div. Okay, I think that's kind of. If I just close a div. So, you should see an element of a corresponding ID equals tribute dash info, which contains sexual content describing the subject of the tribute page. So let's see what happens there. So now that will correspond. Okay, so that's another div. I guess it would be.
It could be another div. Did it say it was going to be inside the image caption?
It just basically says you should see an element with a corresponding ID tribute info, so it doesn't actually say where it has to be.
Okay, it's probably not inside the image caption. You're probably going to put caption text in there. I would go outside of that, right underneath it, underneath your closing div.
All right, yeah. Question mark on that. Let's see. So that we need to go here. So if I now go here and I create another div, which is going to be ID equals tribute info. Close that div.
And I would line those up with the other ones. That tribute info, I'd line that up with the image caption and the image. And did we take a quick look at what we're building here? Actually, the example, is that available?
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, that might be helpful to see here what we're doing. So here's your image, there's your caption, and then the info is down here at the bottom. There's your title. So, and that's where your info is. So it gives us an idea of what kind of thing we're building.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Okay. Title, caption, image. Okay. So now it says you should see an A element with a corresponding IT tribute thing, which links to an outside site that contains additional information about the subject of the tribute page. You must give your element an attribute of target and set it to that due to link open.
So go back to that other page and let's see, where is the tribute link there? Go to the bottom. It's probably towards the bottom. Okay, so this incredible human being on this Wikipedia. Yeah, so that's your tribute link. That's what they're. So it would be after the info.
Yeah. And that would be.
I don't know if you need a div for that.
Yeah, it's an A element.
Just
right?
an A, yeah.
Is A self-closing or forget?
No.
Oh, it's not. It's not. It's not.
What goes in the middle of the A tag there, it would be the thing that is clickable. So it's either going to be text or an image, or usually it's one of those two.
Link. Yeah. Very creative.
Yeah.
And then what do I need to do? I need to. So they want us to do to just basically make it blank.
Well, I would keep reading there at number 7. Start at the beginning there.
But you should see an A element with a corresponding ID equals tribute dash link, which links to an outside site that contains additional information about the subject of the tribute link. You must give your element an attribute of target.
So that's another attribute, target equals. That's another, what? Yep. I think that's it for that one.
The image should use max width and height properties. So right. So now we are going to do CSS. Right. Yeah. Okay. So they need to. Now we need to just work on a CSS. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, kind of. We didn't really add any text, so it's a bit of a crappy tribute page.
Your link word up there should be clickable.
It's
Does
not.
it look like? Oh, because you don't have an href there yet.
Yeah, I need to add an href. So let's see. Href equals. Let's see. What, have you got a website or not yet?
Have I?
Yeah. So you for your adapt.
I don't have any. It's not ready yet. I have my personal
Okay.
site, or you have yours, or we could do your YouTube channel. There you go.
Just get my YouTube channel, which is I always forget where it is. Let me see. YouTube.com/undergrad.
There it is.
That should just do it, I think. Yes. Cool. So we'll just add that into the page. So we will do that. So now, so this is, so they say it works, so that's good. So now your image, so now we need to go into the size of CSS, which is absolutely empty. Okay, that's fine. So your image, which is this one. So we haven't actually done an image, have we? So as well, which links to. It doesn't actually say to link the image, but I think it expects you
If
to.
you wanted to put an image in there, you'd put a source attribute, and then
Yeah, not just some search for image. I don't know. Just random image, which is the first one on the link that I can find. If I can grab this link, I don't know if this will work or whatever. It is what it is. Right. And then we can do image. So we are here. Now we do source, and then we do bam, bam. Oh my god, that is so crazy.
that doesn't look like that's going to be
That's not
work.
right link. Yeah. Let me just it says there we go. Copy image link. There you go.
There we go.
We have a image, which is good. So your image should use max width and height properties to resize responsibly relative to the width of its parent element without exceeding its original size. So let's see. So in CSS, we need to get the selector to be image.
So that, yeah.
It's a thing I've defined, so it should be that.
Only that's a class. You want an ID. Yep.
Okay, and then should use. Wait a minute, we haven't actually. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. All right. So should use max width, which will be. I don't know. Let's try and like making it a little bit smaller.
It doesn't look like 10 pixels.
Yeah, that means that something's not right. Are you sure it's hashed?
Yeah, because it's an ID. Try.
Wait a minute. What we haven't done was this.
Oh, we haven't linked the style sheet yet. Exactly. Yes. So it doesn't even know that exists.
Mm-hmm.
Good call.
We need to copy that. Where do you usually add this? At the top?
That goes in the head tag. Yes. There it is. Right. 10 pixels.
10 pixels. Let's try 100 pixels.
There we go.
Okay, and let's try 1,000 pixels. Okay, so 1,000 is that, so let's just try 500 pixels. Is that good? Yeah, that's all right. Okay, cool. 500 pixels.
But they want it relative to the parent. So let's look at the instructions again. So max width and height properties to resize relative to the width of its parent element. So if something's going to be the width of the parent element, in responsive, you usually want to use percentages. What might you, if you wanted to take up the width of the parent, what would you put there?
It was. I kind of remember. It's trying to remember. Basically, you have a. It's in here.
Yep.
And then you.
How much of the parent do we want to take up? What percentage of the parent?
Don't know. What should we take up?
It says the width of the parent. So the width of the parent is whatever that is. And if we want the same width as the width of the parent, what percentage?
100%.
Yeah. Yep. What else does it say?
And height properties. So height is the same thing. So let's just do height. which will be
so when you specify one, you can do auto for the other, and that way your image will maintain its aspect ratio. So since you've already specified the width, you can specify height to be auto. Let's see what that does. Okay, now it's its aspect ratio. Is still good. Yeah.
Still good. Right, okay, cool. So that's done. And your image should be centered within this camera element. So again, same thing. But this is justify. So what is it? What is it? I remember it's justify content by something else. It's that.
Maybe you look up center and image. See what that says.
That's it. Image.
Okay, that's what I was expecting. Something like margin auto usually will take care of that.
Margin auto.
Mm-hmm.
So if we just do margin. That's center image.
So if you make that screen, the display area bigger, see if it centers it. Right now it's probably taken up the whole space. Oh, it's taking up the parent. Margin auto.
I don't know if that is it.
Doesn't appear to be height. Try height. We have width, height auto. Oh, we have height 100%. Try height auto also.
Right. No. So
No, there's not.
so
It doesn't look like it's centering it.
what if I did margin to be 50%? There you go. It's is it? No, I don't think that did it. Kind of did. It has centered it in a way. I did margin 50%.
Okay, well, we can try that and see if it likes it.
Yeah, look, it's in the center.
Is it in the center of the whole page?
Well, yeah. Look,
okay. All right.
The link here is 50%. It's in this. So, I don't know. It probably is wrong, but whatever. Let me just expand this out. So, okay, so let's just run my tests.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't like a few views, so let's have a look for what we have done wrong. So your image, image caption should all be descendants of men. They should be.
Do we have something outside of me?
We have main over here. So image div, unless they actually want it to be like they don't want it descendants. I guess that's what it is. It's probably the tests. I think we did it right, but let's see. We'll just do it this way. So image, we'll use about the link, but it's just like image and div attribute info div a ID attribute and then can get rid of this div. Let's see if this runs. This works. Your image div hashtag image. They're all hashtags though. Yeah, well, they're because that's our ID. So maybe we just spelled something. So first of all,
put your image and your image caption inside your image div. You have image and image caption. They probably belong because you don't have anything inside your image div, and that's probably why that's there. And that's probably why your image is not centering to the parent; it's centering to the main. You know what I'm saying? So you have the image ID equals image, and then
image ID equals image.
Yeah, where you have your image right there. Take that element, the opening and closing tag, and the caption opening and closing tag.
Oh wait, we don't need image because it's self-closing, right?
Correct. That's correct.
Let's just run the test. No.
Okay. So
and
that and the caption, and put it inside your image div.
That's what we had before. Okay. Let's see if this works.
Yeah, put that there. Yeah.
Should I show you your raw? Okay, let's just go through one by one. So we got main. So we've put an ID of main, right? So main bound. We've got closing tag of main, so everything within this should work. Then we've got image div. Right, yes. Then we have image caption, attribute info. Oh, I see it.
Oh, there you go. Yep. Good catch. Now try it. There,
Yeah,
that one's passing. Good. I still think those needed to be inside your image div though, so I think that was fine.
Yeah. That's what you should have an element of an ID of title. Yeah, we didn't do that. So
okay. Yeah, ID equals title. Although looking at the example page, that there needs to be a regular title too, but so I don't know if they mean to put an element title. I'm not sure. They might just need to have a div with an ID of title. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
they don't have a title, do they?
Well, Dr. Norman Borlaug, that's actually the title on this page.
If you okay. Oh, maybe we just need to write something.
To have a div, yeah, under. Oh, see if they'll accept that. If you run the test.
Yeah, because I just added the ID title. It didn't have that before, so that's basically what happened.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, so your image caption should not be empty. So again, we have an image caption, so we should say hello. So this is
or highway, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have a look at here. Where is it? A very crappy site. But yeah, highway. Okay. So the attribute info should not be empty. So my attribute info. So thanks, Connie. There you go.
All right.
And then your image element should have a display of block.
Oh, that's a CSS. So you go back over to your CSS and give it display block. Okay, interesting.
Okay, yay for everything except for one last thing. The center didn't work.
Your image should be centered within its parent.
Well, we've done a lot of things about within the parent, so I don't think we should like
do margin auto again. Try that and see if we have sense, because we didn't have display block before. Now check it.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. Awesome. That display block, because images are inline. Block means you're going to go on into a new line with the next element. So.
Well, that's cool. All right. Well, we've done this one. Tribute page within 30 or so minutes, so that's good. Let me just turn on the light because it's getting quite dark nowadays.
Oh, I see that. Wow.
It's only 5 p.m. So, but yeah. Right. So, what we're doing now to the next charge.
Yep.
So let's just go back. I always like to go back to where I was. So we've done the tribute page. So now we're going to do CSS pseudo selectors by building a balance sheet. And yeah, we'll see if we can get through this. And maybe the Picasso painting, but let's go through it. Maybe we'll
see what we can do.
Exactly. So the project, so let's start coding. So first of all, we need to set up our HTML. So where was it? So doc type HTML. Then we need to write HTML. And then we need to close it off with HTML. Then we need to do it should include head, and it should include body. Give your head element the appropriate meta element. So meta for the char set and viewport.
Yep, I always have to look this up. The name equals viewport, content equals.
Yeah, let me just think of. So what is it? Char this, right? It's a char set. And then what did we give?
UTF-8. UTF-8.
And then where's viewport? I forget.
They're a separate one, so that one gets its own thing, and then you do a second meta tag. So you don't want to put that there. You want a second meta tag.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Is meta self-closing?
Yes.
That's right. Is there a website which basically says this is self-closing, this is not?
W3 schools I use a lot.
Probably, yeah. Just say, give me a list of what's self-closing and what's not. So
yeah,
because that would be really useful.
What's really useful is a good IDE that adds the self-closing and the stuff like that for you as you're using it, which this doesn't do. So
yeah,
but this is good for you.
What IDE do you use usually?
I use IntelliJ at work. I started using Visual Studio Code, and then that we standardized on IntelliJ at work. So that's what I use now.
All right. So what do I do for viewport?
There you go. That's your second meta tag right there.
Oh, meta
You need
name.
that whole thing. Mm-hmm. Whoops, you just need to replace the whole thing.
Should I then, in this way, should I, is a name equals 𝐻𝐸𝐳 as well?
No, it's just 𝐜𝐸𝐳 equals. It's just that. Yep.
Right, so we've done that. A title element with an appropriate title. So, well, they're going to replace it anyway. So, we're going to try and replace. And then, and a link element for your style sheet. Yes.
So you could open up the sample and have it available like we did the other one, because it's probably going to have you, I don't know if it's going to have you put things in there and then you can just use what they have.
Yeah, let me just check the code. I'm just going to cheat.
Oh, no problem.
Oh, your HTML lang. We didn't say lang, even though it didn't say it for us.
Oh, I think it says, oh, you need to indicate the language.
Oh, I see. Okay.
English. Lang equals.
It's in HTML, right? So lang equals. Check the code. Oh, let's see. Check the code. I have a link element.
Oh, it needs to be in your head tag. And where's your closing?
Yeah, that's probably being technical.
And you don't have a closing head tag.
Oh, don't. Oh, whoops. See that. Let's go there. Head. Oh, I've written them all out at the beginning. Well, I guess I didn't.
There we go.
There you go. Right, so let's just check the code and should have a row. So if I do row and then styles.css, or no, it'll be style sheet, and then it'll be one more thing, which is, what is it? Link? Is it link? No.
I think it's href because we're pointing to a file location.
So styles.css. I'm sure that's one. Okay, cool. That works. Hey, to the next one. Within your body element, yes, the section element within the main element. So I'll just
and close it.
Yep. Within your buttoness, the section element. Oh, within a main.
Oh, within a main. Mm-hmm.
Main. And full ghost checking, but just so. Yeah, to be honest, with this kind of stuff, I usually schedule it if the code is going to be used. It's good practice to do anyway. But yeah, right. Okay, so let's see. So within your section element, add a h1 element with a nested span element. So elements. Okay, so h1, and then they need to do then we need to do add a h1 element with the nested. And self-closing, right?
No, you need to close it. Yeah.
On to the next one. So screen readers announce HTML elements based on the document flow. We will eventually want the balance sheet to have a heading of balance sheet and a subheading of Acme widget code. However, this order does not make sense if announced by a screen reader. Give your existing span the class attributes that reflects. Okay, so they want me to set class of flex and add 2 span elements within. And then give the first the text. Oh yeah, I remember span. So sorry, I remember span. So when I do span, they never like the spaces within it, so I'm just going to keep it like this.
That's good.
Yeah, because I mean, this might be acceptable, but I don't think this would be. So if I'm writing any text, so and the second is the text balance sheet, so I'll just do that. I'm getting something. So you'll use CSS to realize the order of the text location or the order will make more sense for screen reader. So let's just see. Cool. So below your H1 element, create a div element. Give it an ID attribute, which will be yes. You want this particular element to be hidden from screen readers, so give it the ARIA hidden attribute set to true. So cool. When your div element add 3 span elements. Let's see. So element of font text in order. Each span element should have a class attribute set to yeah. Pretty sure that's what I did.
Three sentences here. Following and the following text in order.
Each time class should have a class attribute set to yeah. No, I'm pretty sure it set the class correctly, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hmm.
I'll try this. Oh my god, really just get rid of it and copy paste, but let's just see if I can copy this.
Yeah, just copy that span.
Let's see what they say now. Okay, so now it's recognizing that I have the yes. So let's just put the yes.
Good. I wonder what that was.
I know, I was just like, I'm pretty sure I did this correctly.
It looks exactly the same. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is like maybe the spacing over here and here, but
Maybe you had a hidden character in there somewhere that I don't know.
maybe. Yeah. Anyway. So below your existing development, add a new development with a class set to table wrap. So below your existing development, add a new development. The class set to will be the container for your tables. Within that, add 3 table elements. Then add 3 table elements. You'll be using CSS to style these into a single table, or using separate tables to help screen readers understand document flows. Yeah. So next one, sub-8. HTML tables use the caption element to describe what the table is about. The caption element should always be the first child of a table, but can be positioned within the caption side as a CSS property. Add a caption element to your first table and give it the text asset. So over here, the HTML tables use caption element. So cool. So now the T head and T body elements are used to indicate which portion of your table is the header and which portion contains the primary data or content. Add a T head and a T body to your first table below the caption element. Oh my gosh. This isn't like, honestly, would you ever use tables in HTML?
You use tables for tabular data, which is what we're building. Do you have your example open?
Is there an example for this? I just open this in the LinkedIn tab and then scroll down. This is the one.
Oh, it doesn't give us a link to the.
No.
Let me see if I can find it. You keep going. I'll see if I can find it and tell you how we can get to it. But yeah, if you remember, it's a balance sheet statement. So it's actually tabular data. There we go. So this is where you would use a table.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
yeah.
Right. Okay. Anyway, so if we are going to go into here, they say add a T head and T body. element to your first table, and T below the caption. The TR element is used to indicate the table row, so we'll see the rows and elements, so columns. So add a TR element within your keypad element, and then add a TB TR element, and a TB I've added the T8 elements. So within each of your new TH elements, nest the span element with the class set onto SR only here. Give them the following text. So within each of my new ones, I will need to nest the span and give them class. So only there, and then 2019, and then close the span element. I will just copy this with this. See how we do it. What I need to do is give your third TH element the class set to current. So leave the TD element empty. So this element is just only to ensure your table has a 4-column layout and associate the headers with the correct columns. Right, so if there was more, that's when I'll update the TD element, I suppose. But yeah, that should work. Cool. Right, so within your T-body element, add 4 TR elements. Give the first 3 a class attribute set to data, and the fourth class attribute set to total. So within my T-body element, I need to add 4 TR elements to class equals data, and then the fourth class is to total. Alright, total. Perfect. On to the next one. Right, so in your first TR, add a TH element with the text cache. This is the cache we currently have on hand. So wrap all of the text except cache and span element with the class set to description. So cache Okay. Oh wait, what am I doing? Let's see. So this is fine. But we need to put the th element and then close off the th element. Then we're gonna close up all of this. So we're gonna wrap all of the text except the cache in a span element with the class of description. So we need to do this class equals description. So following that, add 3 TD elements. Class equals and let's see, so what else do we need to do? So in terms of this, add the actual text, which should be like so 125, $40, and $20. Now something done. The th element should have the text. This does seem right? Your th element should have the text. Unless I need to double it. Wait, no, there's a space issue somewhere.
Maybe put a space after your cache or before the,
Yeah. I think that's what it is. No, let's try a space out the cache. No.
What's it saying? It's off the screen. There we go. So each element should have the text cache. This is the cache we currently have on hand. Period. You have a period there?
Yeah, there is. I had
and you need a period there. Or dot or whatever you call that. Yeah. TD element. Okay.
So you can, yeah. It never likes it when you have like spaces in it. It doesn't actually. I'm just gonna close up everything.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Yep.
It's half the battle to just rework on your compiler, you know. Let's see. In your second TR element, so add a TH element. See, so if I do TH with the text checking, and then we're gonna be going on to except for checking. following that, and 3 TD elements. So we are going to have 4. What am I doing? That, 6, 3 plus those. I always forget the full stops. No, your table should have 3 elements. Oh, then close that. We did. So TD, TD, TD.
Are you supposed to have a closing TR? Or is
Yeah, actually,
is it supposed to be inside your TR? Move your TDs, maybe?
Oh yeah, following that, but that's basically up and running. So, yeah, it must be within the TR.
There you go.
That's all. So in your third TR element, add a TH element of the text savings fund set aside for emergencies. Wrap that text except for savings in a span element with the class attribute set to description. So following that, add 3 TD elements. So in the third TR element, add a TH element so that you see that. Text savings. Funds set aside for emergencies. Wrap the text except for savings. Straightforward so far, not any text that we've seen, which is like absolutely
Yeah.
yeah in the previous ones, but it might get there. So, so that's done. From 3 TD. Seems to be going in a kind of pattern, I guess. Really getting me to repeat some of this stuff. So we have 500, 650, and 78. Text. There you go. I keep forgetting the full stuff. Let's see. So, do you use these tables in like projects and stuff like that?
Normally when we're displaying tabular data, well, I actually haven't displayed tabular data, like have to do a project where I'm having to display tabular data. Anything that I've done that had to display tabular data, usually I'm using a tool that does that.
Yeah.
And we're just displaying a table with the data, and we're importing and displaying that, or pointing to it like that. So not having to write it by hand like this, though.
Yeah.
But if I did have to very much, I probably would write something that writes a table that takes in data and just displays it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm like thinking. You might just have a source, like, you know, kind of like a table where you just link that table source and go, here you go. So this is the most relevant information. It's like, over like websites or anything like that, because it's gonna be using SQL probably on the back end, right? So
yeah, right.
Okay, in your fourth key element, add a th element with the text circle assets. Wrap the text asset area. Following that, add more TD elements. TD and so it'll be 736, and there will be a journal. So we're adding a class of current. Cool. So that's done. Right. So time to move on to your second table. Start by giving a caption element set to liabilities. Then add and then we will do a key head.
You have a closing and two closing tags there for T body.
All right. Whoops. Yeah. Good spot.
Yep.
Yeah, I just sometimes I seem to be writing closing tags over opening tags first. Alright. Within your key head, add a TR. Inside that, add a TD and 3 TH elements. So let's see. So if you run my key head, add a TR. So. And then inside that, TD. And then TH. So that's done. Right, next one. Give each TH element a span of element with the class set to 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐤 and the following text in order to 2019 Right, so let's see how we do with this. The code doesn't pass. Why not? Oh, I forgot the class. So give each pH element a span number of the class subtype. One second, Penny. Just close the door. Right. Let's see. Yeah, that's done. Cool. The code passes. We're going through okay with this. We're on step 20 now, so then we're doing okay.
Yeah.
So within the T body element, add 4 T elements. Give the first 3 the class attribute set to data, and the fourth the class attribute set to total. So within the T body element, add 4 T elements. Cool. Next one. So within the first TR, add a TH element with the text loans that adds standard balance on our startup loan. So let me see. And then we're gonna do that. So then we need to do the standard balance on our stock. PH. That's done. Add 3 TV elements below that. Add 250. And that'll be class equals parent. Awesome. Great. We're continuing on. I mean, yeah, it's quite simple so far in terms of
It's just a lot of this continuing to put the tabular data in there.
Yeah.
This one is a little tedious.
It is.
Yeah.
We had some of these before as well, I think. So.
Yep. I'm actually working on mine too as you are doing yours. So this is good.
Oh yeah, which one are you doing?
I'm doing the same one.
The same one, yeah? Okay. What step are you on?
I'm on 27.
Oh wow, yeah. Okay.
I'm trying not to be distracting with it. So just a minute ago, I was like, it is there. What are you saying? It's not there. There it is, right there. But then I figured out what the problem was.
So. Okay. Arrow. If I'm a third PR, add a TH element of the text. Okay. It's getting to a point where I'm just like tired of typing everything out now, so I'm just gonna like copy and paste this because
it's very repetitive. You see the patterns, and then you can start doing that.
Yeah.
What's the weather like over there on your side of the pond?
It's getting more chillier. It's nothing as sunny, but you know, it's gone back to normal. Let's just say that.
That's good.
UK has a very just say average temperature year round. So just like when it has like heat waves or it has like and it hardly ever gets snow, right? And it hardly ever gets like heat. Like our heat wave is like 35 Celsius of base. That was the highest we had in the summer. Not exactly sure how to change into Fahrenheit. I guess that's how you interpret the weather. Or...
I think 0 Celsius is 32 Fahrenheit.
Yeah. So basically add
32.
I'd say 235. So 77 is the max Fahrenheit that we have had. So, sorry, 67 Fahrenheit. That's the maximum.
That's the max. That's fairly cool.
Yeah, we do. Well, no, hold on. Let's just see. Celsius to Fahrenheit. Let's say 35 Celsius. Sorry, 95 Fahrenheit. You need to do some sort of forming.
Oh, something else, and then add 32.
Yeah.
Okay, so, that makes sense.
So it was like not. Yeah, this was the max we ever had. So like 90. That was like the heat wave on record. So 95 Fahrenheit.
Wow, that's still not extremely hot.
Yeah.
We get at the 110 in the very hot places.
Yeah, I know. Wife is from Vietnam, so we kind of live places, and let's just say, yeah, those places are quite hot. And over here is like, yeah, that's how it is. So let's see. So in your fourth tier, so the liabilities, something like this.
Okay, looking good.
For me or for you?
Yeah, for you.
600. Yeah, I basically just like copied and pasted the last string because I'm like, okay, whatever. It's just like, and I'll probably not into the experiment. Oh, so that's all. Only, okay. Only, yeah, there you go. Okay, so for your third table, add a caption of the text net worth. Yeah, now it's beginning to try and test me. So TR head and TR, it's not actually telling me what I need to write.
I think it's just T head, T body. Yeah.
Or the T head.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Cool. Bring your head, open a T head, create a TR image. Let's see, within each of the TH add a spanner of the class. Let's see. This may not read it correctly. For that code process, so step 27. Within the T body, add a TR with a class set to total. Let's see, in app, add a TH with the text circle net worth and wrap net worth in the span of the class set to on. So then add the three TD elements to the class, a third class set to current. So isn't that all the same thing?
It's similar.
Yeah,
you're going to have a TR with table data.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, I think, just write it out here, but I think for the following, if it's gonna be, it's probably gonna be the same. Probably gonna be looking at the pattern. So that's just it. So class equals total, and from there it should be now add a th with the text total net worth. And I'm using to add th. So now I'm going to try 3 PV elements. And that should be, let's see, where we're going. In terms of the third class set to current, text of the minus. done. So let's
Good.
go through the next steps. Step
Awesome.
28. Time to style your table. Start by resetting the box model. Create an HTML select and give it a box size. Okay, cool.
You're out of TD and table hell there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, the TDH, TDDR is all done. That's it. We've created our table. So now it's styling. So
yeah.
that's okay. Okay, cool. So first of all, we need to give a HTML selector. So that's fine. So if we do the whole and give it a box size and property of border box. Yeah, sounds good. Let's create a body selector. And font family. Property set to sans serif. And color would be cool. Right, so before you get too far in this silent, you should make yeah, I was thinking you can use CSS to make elements with this class completely hidden up on the visual page. So if we just set up SR only.
So keep reading.
Okay.
Keep reading.
Yeah. You can use CSS to make elements to hidden from the visual page, but it'll still be announced by screen readers. The CSS you are about to write is a common set of properties used to ensure elements are completely hidden visually. So the span class, so we need to actually do span class. We'll give you 9. I think this is the first time I had to use this one.
This is new.
Because
remember, this is the attribute selector. So any span that has attributes equal to whatever we put in that quote, class equals whatever, that tilde says that as long as it includes, the class includes that value. That's what,
okay. Create the selector and give a border property of 0. Alright, I didn't close up this.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
So now I'm with you. I wasn't doing anything. I'm going to work alongside you so I can get this completed and get these certificates myself, because that would not be good if they were like, "Oh, Mrs. Gomer, did you get the certificates?" I would be like, "Well, no, but I watched Andrei get his."
yeah. You isn't it? You do what you teach, and they'll be like, "Oh, well, you should do that as well," So it's like,
yeah.
You lead by example. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, for example, like I currently at my work, I'm teaching the AZ500, which is like a security exam, and I didn't do it for like, I took the exam, so I took it 2 years ago. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll pass it, I'll teach that. But like, if I was gonna teach you something that I haven't actually done myself, I would just feel wrong in a way. I don't know what it is. It's just
even if you work at it every day and you're doing it every day, but you should still go through and do what you're expecting.
Yeah, it's just like also like sharing that experience that it's like, because at the end of the day, when you take especially Microsoft exams, that's almost a skill in itself, because you have to like read the questions, like you have to understand what exactly the question is giving you, and sometimes they give you this like long line of text which you just need to and that's what I'm trying to get the guys to do, to just that pick out the bits which are actually asking the question and then look for the info rather than reading through the info for the exam because it's kind of a waste of time in a way.
That's a valuable tip right there. Yep.
Yeah. So it's just I usually like go down and read, but like for this I kind of read through it, but at the same time I'm doing it as it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we? So the CSS clip property is used to define the visible portions of an element. So set the span class SR selector to have a clip property of rect. So 1 pixel. Should have just been able to get away with 1 pixel, to be honest with you. Read this. But okay, we'll just read that. We'll do that. And then we'll do clip path. So did you for the bit that you're doing, have you actually started from the very beginning and you're up to this point, or?
I did. I started at the this week. I've been trying to work ahead just so if I get a chance to, because I didn't necessarily want to be working while I was trying to be on here with you, but I haven't been able to do that. So I'm like, well, I will just show up anyway, and we'll just I'll just work alongside as you go.
I mean, to be honest, on some of them, I don't really need your input.
I know.
It's just like
You're just rolling right along, and I'm just here if you need help or to, whatever.
Have a chat about like certain elements. So, have you used the clip property before?
I have never used that before. So it's used to define the visible portions of an element. I've never used it.
Yeah, it just goes to show. The thing is, there's so many millions of commands right out there that not one person has used them all.
Right. It's like Microsoft Word. You never use all of the the functionality in it.
Yeah.
But when you need it, and you're glad it's there.
Exactly. I mean, I had that with Word with my wife's and her book, like using like headings and navigation and all of that. Because when you create the book, you need to make sure that everything is like aligned properly for Amazon. So it's just like I basically had to use a lot of Word features which I've never used before in my life, and I'm like, oh my god, okay.
Exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So the clip path property determines the shape of the clip. So both the clip path and WebKit properties see the value of inset. %. Interesting. This web. That's a new one. Wait a minute.
WebKit?
No, it's weird because it has a dash.
Yeah, that is a WebKit is something that specifies for a certain engine. Which one? I forget.
But is that an attribute? Is it like that one for dash?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
It's a property. Okay. Yeah, it seems a bit. Yeah, I didn't know that you have dashes, but I guess you do. Cool. So that passes. Right. So step 32. So now you need to size the 3 elements down. Give you a span class SR only, and select a width and height property set to 1 pixel. So if we know a width and height, so that's done. Right, so to prevent the text content from overflowing, we need to add an overflow property. So set to hidden, and the white space to Now, no wrap. Right, that's passes. So now finally you need to take these hidden elements out of the document. Keep the span class SR only. Select their position property set to absolute. So add-in set to 0 and a margin set to minus. Cool. So time to style your table heading, create an H1 selector. Give a max width property of 87.25 RAM. What do you find the more difficult part? Is it working with the Cascade style sheets or is it mostly working with the HTML?
I found CSS to get it to look exactly the way you want it to. Sometimes you'll work with teams and they want it to be pixel perfect, and totally, if they'll give you a mock-up or a wireframe, and it has to be exactly. And sometimes it's just really hard to make it look exactly like they are asking you to. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that here. I mean, when we did, I mean, it's all very good and stuff when they show you the bits that, oh, look at this web page. But like when you're doing the actual tribute page and stuff like that, it was just like, okay, you set it, but you know, you need to really spend a long time to make sure it's all right?
Yeah, and it looks like, because what we did was just the skeleton, and it didn't look anything like what was supposed to, but had all the elements there. So yeah, in order to make it look you have to spend the time. Yep.
Right. See, so H1 flex select activate display property. Next. So what we need to do is create a H1 flex off. Font size will be so. Right, so this one basically selects an H1 and selects the first span element to actually make the font size bigger. This one, I guess, right? I think that's what I did. So, sorry, just playing about with things. Yeah, so it's made
Yeah, the very first one, right.
Cool, so step 38, the last of type. So again, H1 reflects And then we will click font and give it font size. So does that mean it's going to be worth it in total? That does that affect it?
Woo!
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, because we're working on heading. Right. Okay. How come? Okay, here's the thing I'm confused about. How come Acme Widget Corp is the first one and balance sheet is the last one? That's quite confusing.
Okay, so
Yeah.
looking for an H1.
It's because it's listed first. No, wait. Oh, it's a title. Yeah, it's looking for H1.
Mm-hmm.
But it's weird because when I did it here, it basically does.
So a span. So basically, when you have a list of elements like this that are spaced, I think this is selecting all of the types. Let me look that up again.
Yeah, because if you look at here,
So
we have the balance sheet, which is here. Okay. We don't seem to have a. Oh, sorry. This is this. Oh, yeah. So.
H1.
Yeah. So because we've listed this one first and then this one second, that's why.
Class of flex. Yeah, and a span. The first. Yeah.
That's why. So it's like I was because I was wondering because it was like it was first of type, but really, so in true reality, we should have made this like they should make this first and they should make this second because. But anyway, but yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because they basically listed it the wrong way around in the H1 element. So therefore, when I do my last of type, I should be working on Acme Widget Corp rather than balance sheet.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, I do pick things up. I'm not just zombied out.
No, you're good.
Let's see, Rob, you wrap your table in a section element. Now you can start that to give your table a border. Create a section selector. So we need to write a section selector. And then give a max width to be 40 REM. So have you actually gone through any of the free code camp stuff yet, or?
Yeah, I'm going through them now. So this is where I am. I'm the same place that you're in.
Oh,
that you're
cool.
at. Yep.
I'm sure it was for when you go through it.
Be a good idea, yeah.
Just center it and then set the border to be shoot. So the last part of the table heading is your yes. Create a yes selector to enable and enable Flexbox. Then just display flex as a Flexbox.
Display flex.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's it, right? And because it says enable Flexbox. How do you enable Flexbox? display flex, which I'll draw. There's a flex box underneath it though. Oh no, it just display flex. Yeah. So it's right. I just kind of got confused. I need to write like flex box, but no, it's not flex box. It's just flex. Yeah. So justify. Yeah. Now I can write justify dash content and top 0. That's weird. Where did they? Oh, what? Sorry. Whoops. Justify content center. That it? Oh wait. Hold on. Justify content. They don't want center. Usually they said center, but I think it's right from this point of view. Yeah, because we're kind of making balance sheet, right? So that makes sense.
It says to the end of the flex direction. So if I cheated on this and hit enter to check it, and it gave me a really good hint. So it's actually
Oh, flex end. Okay. Cool. Technically, I've achieved the same thing, but okay. Position sticky.
Position sticky.
Yeah. Okay, so now apply some colors to your yes. Make the text FFF in the background. So just color. Background color would be the calc function is a CSS function that allows you to calculate the value based on other values. So, for example, you can use it to calculate the width of your viewport minus the margin of an element. That's
cool. I've never used that. That's great.
Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look. So, yeah, it sounds like this function is actually probably a very good function to use for, making sure things are kind of in the right place. But let's have a look. So, ensure your years do not get hidden by a setting as the index. So we need to first of all write Z index of 999. Then give a margin of 0 minus 2 pixels. So that'll be top and right. So that'll be 0 for top and bottom, or minus 2 pixels for right and left. And then we have padding set to 0.1 REM. And then we will do calc, which is going to be 1.25. Oh, wait a minute. Is that all the same thing?
Oh, that's part of the padding definition. So that 0.5 rem is the first value. That's the top. The right would be the calc. Bottom is 0.5 and the left is 0. So that's a shorthand. Remember the padding shorthand?
Yeah. So what you're saying to me? What?
Yep.
I've set the patterns up to This should
Yep,
be
that's
right.
yep, that's what you've got. Yep.
What has it done? Let's just remove it. I just want to quickly see. Okay. And then if I add it. Okay. Not much of a difference, but it just says basically. Oh, so you have this text, and then it's going to add a padding of 0.5 REM. Okay. Interesting. Right, okay, so start the text within your yes, I remember creating a yes span class selector, so yes. And then bold. Oh wait, no, font. Bold. Wait. Yeah. Pretty sure that's what it is. We'll put 5 REM. And text dash line would be right.
Font weight.
Font weight. Okay, that's what I missed. Cool. So you wrap your tables in a container with a table wrap class. Create a selector for that class and give it a padding. So let's see. So if I wrap my tables with a table wrap class. Sorry, I mean if I select the class. Right, so now I need to wait, do we say table wrap or is it table wrap an actual?
If we wrapped it in a class, which I don't remember, but if they say so, okay. It would be dot, full stop, or whatever table wrap.
Yeah, I don't remember we wrapped it in table wrap, did we? Oh.
In a container with the table wrap class. Are you looking for it? Yeah, let's go over check it out.
Yeah, class data, class total.
Table wrap. It's a class under the year. So whenever we have the years.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, okay, cool. Right, so. Right, yes. Create a selector for the class and give it a pattern. What does it mean create a selector for the class?
That means just what you did here, put the class selector for table wrap. That looks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, RAM, yeah.
So before you start diving into the table itself, your span elements are currently bolded. Create a span not SR on your selector and give a font weight property set to normal. not pseudo selectors used to target all elements that do not match the selector. In this case, any of your span elements that do not have a SR class. This ensures that your earlier rules for the span class because SR only selector and overwritten. So before we start diving into it, let's create a span not but SR only selector and give it a font weight of
Normal. That's good to know. How do you unbold something?
okay.
You have to override it.
So if I just so Control Z, Control Y. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Go to the next hash. So in terms of the right now, we're on 46. So rather than having to constantly double check you are not overwriting your earlier properties, you can use the important keyword to ensure these properties are always applied, regardless of order of specificity. Give each property in your span class selector an important keyword. Do not change any of the values. So
Oh, give each property.
So how do I do this? Is it at the end of each property? So if I write important, no, that doesn't make sense. Or maybe at the beginning.
I think it's right before your semicolon at the end.
I think so.
Yeah.
Or right before it.
Right before it.
So I have to write this at the very end of each one. Yeah, copy. Your WebKit could have. Okay, it looks like it needs a space.
Oh, I put a space in between. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it's. I think that's code checking that the error because this one allowed it, while this one didn't. So.
Yeah. I actually put a space in between for all of them.
Oh, okay, and then
and it passed. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what they've actually written as, because they usually do that, right? So
Yes.
I'm just curious. Yeah, they actually put a space between all of them as well. So it sounds like the first two checks aren't proper. So yeah, that might be a thing.
Yeah.
Just submit to them. Now that you have added the important keyword, you can remove the not SR only from your span selector. So
Just like delete that.
cool. Created table selected to target tables. So if I did table, now that let's see. So if I did a table selector, target table, set the folder, collapse, property check, collapse.
I've never used this one either. Border collapse.
Yeah, learning all kinds of things.
Yeah. Hmm.
Which right now side borders to collapse into a single border.
That's very handy. Yeah.
Let's just set the border properties to be 0. Cool. So ensure your table fills this container with a width property set to 100%. Then position it relatively and give it a top margin of 3 run. So choose width properties. And position it. Then position it relatively. I'm kind of confused by that. But
It might mean position relative, although I'm not exactly sure what
that means.
why they would want to do that. But
Oh, okay.
margin top.
I am margin top for this. Could I get one on top? Oh yeah, top margin. I'm not reading it correctly. Margin top, yep. Cool, so sub 50. Next, you need to style your caption elements to look more like headers. Create a table caption selector. Set the text to have a color from. Okay, so let's create a table caption selector. Then set the text color to be color. Okay, no, I just do color.
Mm-hmm. And I think you actually want a space there instead of a dash in your table caption.
Yeah, I'm not reading it correctly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, table caption selector should have a font size. Table should have a font. Wait, oh. Okay. It's me not reading the question. And then I'll do normal. Okay. Cool, 51. So now give the captions an absolute position and shift them to minus 2.5 REM from the top and 0.5 REM from the left. So we need to go. Absolutely. Now the margin up, which will be minus 2.5 here. And it will be margin left.
I think you just want top. Position.
Position. So. Oh, right. Okay. So they just it's yeah. It's not margin. It's just top. Let me see. And probably the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So are we finishing now?
It's looking good. How many do we have for this one?
I think it's 67. So I think what we might do on this point to go through this, finish the stream, then maybe we'll have a chat to see if we can do another one.
Okay.
You know, like just hit out one more or something like that. But we'll
Sounds
finish
good.
this one, finish the stream, and then go through.
All right.
Okay, so create a selected target your TD elements within your table body. Give them a width to fill the viewport with a minimum and maximum area. So first of all, we need to create a selected target of TD elements. So TD.
Oh, it's just TD. It's because it's just the element. Yeah.
And then we need to give them a width to fill the viewport.
That might be like just 100%.
Confused. Okay. The approach ensures. I don't know. Yeah, it might be 100%. You should have a T body TD selector. And then should have a width of 100. Oh, viewport. Well, no. What does VW stand for? View width or something like that? VW.
With VUW, yeah.
Let's have a quick look.
Yeah, let's look that one up.
Xbox. Yeah, we have VH and VW, so somebody has posted here, so yeah, it will be view height and view width. So, that makes sense.
Yeah, 100.
And now we also need to set the min width to be for Orion, and we also need the max width to be also for Orion. Cool. So step 53. Now target the each elements within the table body and give them a width for the entire container. That's 12 area. So we're gonna target the each elements. We're gonna width. What does it mean by less? I don't think that's right. That's wait.
Oh, calc.
So the calc. Okay, so calc 100%. So confused. Alright, what does it change? Get rid of this. Changes nothing. Okay. Well, it passes a code, but it has changed nothing, so I don't know what I'm changing.
That was really weird again. Okay, we have moving on.
We'll come back to it. I'm sure it's not the last time that we run into this. So, attribute equals value selector targets any element that has an attribute with a specific value. So create a TR class total selector to target specifically. Alright, okay, so they want me to do a TR and class. So TR class equals total and then create a TR class, so just tutorial is the total class. Give it a bottom border.
Border bottom.
Border bottom, no, bottom border.
Remember that the top, right, left, whatever things always come on to the right side of it, and the thing that you're specifying is on the left side of it in all the cases.
Okay, yeah. I'll try and put that into my memory. Font weight. Yeah, slightly flagging. Let's keep going though. Let's see. So sub 55. So using the same selector syntax, target the th elements within your table rows where the class is total. Align the text to the left and give them a padding. So what we need to do is target th class equals total, and then text line left adding 0.5.
Look at you go. You just totally know what you're doing.
Sort of. Yeah, I think if somebody gave me a project, I probably could figure things out. You know, it's not. Yeah, it's kind of okay. The fact that I'm like manual all this stuff. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I can actually do some of this stuff. Right. Anyway, so
Okay, the selector was a little, yeah.
So let's just have a quick look at that. So first of all, we're selecting a TR of class total, yeah, and then we're going to be targeting the TH elements within that, right?
We just didn't read it very closely. I mean, I didn't. I did the same thing you did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. So that should work. Brilliant. So the key difference between the TR class total and TR dot total is that the first will select TR elements where the only class is total. The second will select TR elements where the class includes total. In your case, tr.total will work. You can use the selector to target all TD elements within your total rows. And so in this case, we're going to be using tr.total. And then we're going to be you can use the selector to target all the TD elements, so that means we need to write TD. And then we're going to be aligning the text to the right. So text align right. And give them a padding of 0.25 already. Yay, for process. So the nth of type. Okay. Pseudo selector is used to target specific elements based on their order among siblings of the same type. Use a pseudo selector to target a third TD element within your total table rows. Give a right padding of 0.5 there. Okay, so nth of type. Target the third. Target the third TD element. So nth of type, then it'll be. I don't know the syntax for this, the code syntax. I'm pretty sure you need TD, but maybe you might need in here, or based on how it was doing, let me just have a go. it might be this way, maybe. Within your total table rows. Let's just have a look to see if that works. Because I don't know exactly the code syntax for this, so I'm gonna see the logic behind it. So padding will be give a right padding of 0.5 area. So I can do 0.5 area right?
And no, you want padding, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we know that we should use a TR total. TD. Oh, okay. So first of all, we need to go through and select TR.total, which is fine. So to target the third TD element in your total table rows. So TR.total, this is the first thing. Then the env of type. Then I need to target my third TD. So I do have a.
You want your TD to be just before the nth.
Yeah.
Do you remember in anchor tags where we had something dot hover, or not dot hover, but the colon hover? Those are pseudo selectors. Just like this is, whenever you have a colon, that is attached to some other element, and it comes right after the other element that you are referencing. So you're going to have some element, and then you're specifying with the pseudo selector. So in this case, you have the TD element, and you're specifying the third one right after that, comes right after that TD. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Right.
Yep.
Cool. So give your tr.total elements.
Oh, this is exactly what I was just saying. So if you want to take that element and apply the hover, this is a pseudo element. You apply it the very same way.
Yeah.
So the hover effect.
So this is a hover effect, right?
Hover is a pseudo selector. Colon hover, that's your pseudo selector, and it comes right after your total.
Like that.
Yeah. And then you want to specify your,
background. Okay.
Yep.
So what did this do? So you should see something different, right? All right. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, cool.
Nice.
So select your TD elements with the class value of current and make the function tally. So TD, so with the class value of current. We had this with the class.
You could scroll up maybe. Let's see if we could see if you scroll up.
There was this thing.
Yep.
Pretty sure it was in my head, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna go for it. Anyway, so it's just equals, right? Yeah, equals and then we need to do fonts, font, weight. Font style, that's the one. Can you do font style bold?
Try it.
So
this font weight is bold, but I don't know. It seems it's the same kind of thing like you'd use in a word processor. It's in the same area, but
yeah. Let's see. Where have we made stuff italic?
Table data, current.
Oh, right, B's, yeah. So
Mhm.
400. Right. So if we change this to bold, see if we have.
No.
Well, that's really weird. I mean, like, why doesn't bold go into a font style? Why does it have to be like you know a font weight? I guess it is a weight anyway.
It is a weight, yeah. Yep.
But it is a style.
Yeah, it's like italic. As someone's saying with the word processors that we use, like Microsoft Word, your italic is right next to the bold
Yeah, you got your bold,
button.
you got your italic, you got your underline, so
Yeah, exactly.
But I guess, I guess HTML just doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so select the TR elements of the class set the data. So TR class equals data, and then we'll open it up. Okay, I'm not bothering typing this a while.
It's been a while since we've done this one.
What has this done exactly? What is this thing?
Okay, so linear gradient, it's top to bottom. Starts with one color and one style, and it goes to another color. That's what that's supposed to be doing.
I don't see any difference. Oh, kind of do. But... Oh, yeah, I see. It does do some things. Can you see it on your screen?
I do see it on my screen. Yeah, you see it?
It might be just my...
Oh, well, no, I see it just like you're seeing it. It looks just like what you have.
Really? Okay. So, on your screen, what do you see? Do you see white or gray or?
I'm seeing gray in the data. It's in the table rows.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe if we keep going, maybe the next ones will make more sense.
It's a screen. I need to probably have it changed again because it got damaged before and they replaced it, but it hasn't been. It's not showing the colors properly. So, yeah, it works, but when you need to see certain colors, it doesn't actually go through properly. So. That's one of those things. Right, anyway, so TH elements in the TR data. So TR dot data and then TH. And then align text to the left. And then give them a top padding.
Good.
Oh wait, 0.3. Alright, cool. That's done. So step 62.
This is our last one.
Is it the last one? I'm not sure it is. Isn't it like let's just continue it. So target the elements within your table given element display block from the style italic with a normal weight. So font weight will be normal. Position will be padding. I think I missed something of position, but we will see. Oh yeah, and margin right to -13.5. Oh yeah. Okay, and that's all done. So now we have completed this. So yeah, so step 63. The span elements now have all have now more specific styling, which means you can remove your span rule. So we can just delete the span rule. Cool. Your dollar amounts are currently misaligned, so we see the dollars misaligned. So we need to create a selector to target the TD elements within your TR data. And then we need to do vertically align the text to the top, horizontally align the text to the right, and set the pattern. So vertically align the text to the top. What is it? What do I want to do? Isn't that like a flex? I'm just
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Just right. Is it justify content?
Yeah, that's justifying is the horizontal. Then we want to do right. And the other one is text align. Is that it? Or
No, there's another one on the flex. Vertical align.
Yeah,
flex.
what is it?
So align
items. That's what it is. Huh?
And then to the vertical align. It doesn't like flex. Hey, let's try vertical align. Text align.
Text align. Okay, so we're not using the display flex.
Okay, it doesn't like it because just remove this. There you go. Okay, so now we have selected and done all of that. Yeah, I was thinking it looked weird because all the text when like that top bottom it wasn't like filling out correctly. So, but yeah, create another selector for the TD elements within your tr.data. What was it? We did this one. There was something last it wasn't end, it wasn't snap, it was last of type.
Last of type.
So was it to the content? Yeah. So that and then last of type. Okay. Let's get the last one. Having right would be the area. Yeah, with this, your balance sheet is complete. So let's check our code. Perfect, we are done.
Yay! Well, that's interesting. Now this is the next project.
Right. Okay. Cool. So let's see. So regarding to what we have done today, we have looked at the tribute page, and we did the whole pseudo selectors by building balance sheet. So I have a YouTube sometimes times out if we go ahead with this one. So I think what we'll do is we'll finish up this video, but and then we'll see about creating the next one. So we'll end the broadcast here. But yeah, thanks for joining, Connie, on this one.
Yeah. See you next time.
See you next time.